Here we go. We are in the building. Welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. I'm Brandon Mason, and we got
President Flowers 2028.
Okay, Vaughn in the building.
I don't want to hear nothing about the Eagles. Don't even bring that up today.
Here we go. And we got
James right over here.
That's in the building. In the building right now. We got a lot to talk about, people in the chat right now. We're going to dive into a lot of things today. I want all you guys to understand that we are going to head into a lot of conversation we're going to dive into. And that's how we're getting ready into it today. I'm going to pull the damn screen right now without even wasting any freaking time. We're going to tap into the conversation, people. If you jumped in here today and you're live, we appreciate you. Welcome to the show. It's Tuesday. It's the 9th of December. We're going to dive into a lot of conversation that's got to do with Russia. We're going to talk about Ukraine. We're going to talk about the drone attacks. We're going to talk about Trump. Is Trump getting it done? Can he get it done? We're going to talk about the military. People, the military. Does Putin give a damn about the military? We're going to talk about that. We're going to dive into how many troops may or may not have been killed in the amount of time that this war has transpired. And I will tell you this right now, taking a look on my screen, trying to get an idea, a real representation of what it is that has transpired over the course of time. We've had a lot of people that have been, let's just say, killed, right? Let's just call it like it is, killed. And a lot of people are going to say Putin is a crazy lunatic. Some people over in Russia, they say a lot of different things. Piccolino, people, how do you feel about Putin?
I think what he's doing is pretty terrible. So,
I mean, he's not doing right things.
No, I mean, they're targeting a lot of hospitals and they're killing kids and buildings, apartment buildings. And
look, at the end of the day, it's for me. And I know we dove right into this. I got to tell you, yesterday, V, I took that warm medicine.
I took it too.
Look, I don't know what's going on. I don't got any problems so far. It's kicking in. I don't know.
No, it's not going to give you any
I just want to make sure. I just want to let people give. I know they really cared about it. I don't want them to know about it. Piccolino didn't take your warm medicine.
I'm scared of that. I drink my chemicals every morning, my chemical soup.
Nice. Better take what you got.
Chemical soup.
Chemical soup? What the hell is a chemical soup?
Oh, I drink a Celsius after a coffee.
Nah,
chase it with a ginger shot.
I don't know about that. And then
take an antacid.
I don't know.
We might need to give him some pinworm.
Yeah.
Pinworm juice.
Maybe
Yeah. Pinworm. Look, people come in the chat right now. We have a lot of conversation. I got a lot of stuff I want to pull up on my damn screen. As soon as this opens, I'm going to make sure that it shows up on here. I apologize. There's a lower third. There we go. We got it up on the screen right now. Let's just slide it over there. Putin strikes Ukraine with major drone attacks, boy. Wow. Listen, people come in the chat right now. If you're watching live for the first time, smack the like button. Get ready to get going because we got a lot to talk about. And I'm going to pull it up on the screen. I got the ability to search the screen. And in the chat right now, as we get ready to do this, we're going to start the poll right now. And I want to see how you guys feel right here. Russia versus Ukraine. Question mark. Jeff Lee in the building. Pitbull Mom in the building. RLW. Andrew in the building. Blackcrest. We're going to pull up on the show today a bunch of stuff for you guys to see. Right there. Russia versus Ukraine. I just dropped the polls in the chat right now, people to see. We're live in the vertical and horizontal form. So people can start joining our show any way they can. So let's get down to business right now. Putin says, you know what? You don't want to do a peace deal with me? You don't want to make it happen? I'm going to send all these damn drones over there. And we're going to attack the shit out of your country. And then shit's going to go bad for you. And what I want to figure out is, do you think that Putin has the ability to take Ukraine out whenever he wants? I'll be honest with you. From the beginning of time, I thought this war is going to be very quick. I mean, I was going to go like this. Honestly, I was going to sip my coffee like this. War's over.
No.
Russia, Ukraine.
No.
Without the U.S.
Yeah, it's not just Russia, Ukraine.
But that's what I'm saying.
NATO, so.
Yeah. But I'm saying if they didn't have NATO, ask yourself this question. People in the chat, if Russia went over there and attacked Ukraine and they did not have NATO on their side.
Well, it's not technically NATO. That's like what this part of this is over. Like Russia doesn't want Ukraine to join NATO.
That's the whole problem.
They want the buffer zone between whatever they want to be doing and not the NATO countries. So, but they are backed by the European Union. The European Union is behind them, but there's things that could trigger NATO to get involved, but they're not.
But they got these damn people. Involved, they got these people helping them regardless.
NATO's involved too. NATO is protecting them.
Poland.
Well, it's the European Union. If like NATO, they're not a NATO country.
Yeah.
You know,
Hold up, in the
But
chat
they
right
give
now.
them the what is it called? The section 9 or something. I forget what it's called, but they give them that. So basically, like, we're going to treat you like if they attack you, they attack NATO.
And if they do attack anybody and kill anybody over in, there was a couple of attacks that went over near Poland. And they said, whoa, what was that? Russia said, hey, wasn't on purpose. Doesn't matter at that point. If they start blowing some shit over there up in Poland, shit starts blowing up, now we have a whole nother story. But I would say this, before that, it's still right in our story. We got our people over there that are supplying. Joe Biden, I'm going to show some videos in a second. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, they supported Ukraine. They had to. They sent a shit ton of, we got some videos we're going to pull up in a second. I know today. If you're watching this show right now in vertical format and you're seeing it like this, let me know. If you're in horizontal format in the chat, let me know right now. I want to make sure you guys do that. We got a lot of opportunities. Christina in the building. Roger in the building right now. Drop your states in the chat. And right now, if you're watching live, I want you to put Russia, put Ukraine. Let us know who you are with. And by the way, there's going to be, as this works out, vertical people are going to be joining you guys in all one live stream. Right now, you guys are seeing horizontal, most of you people, but don't trust me. It's all going to happen. You're going to see everybody coming in the chat at the same time. All that is merging. Andrew, we appreciate you. RW, La in the building. We got a lot to talk about. And what I want to make sure people understand is when I pull up some of these messages, okay, and we're going to talk about what was actually happening. We're going to talk about how first things first, how obviously Zelensky was like, you know what? I don't want to sign them deals. I don't want to go out there. I don't want to join. I don't want to give any land away. We're going to talk about that in a second. But it gets to the point where so many people are losing their lives day in, day out, day in, day out. Shit is not looking good for anybody. People are dying left and right. And I will tell you this, until I saw the results, and if this shit works out properly, I pull up on my screen, which I'm trying to do right now. I can't wait for this damn shit to work, because when it does, I'm going to pull it up on the screen so you guys can see my live footage and search on my screen. But let's take a look at this real quick so we can dive into this conversation and look at how this is happening right now.
Russia launching overnight drone strikes on Ukraine after battering the country with drone and missile attacks over the weekend.
Yeah, it comes as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is set to meet with European leaders today in London for talks on ending the war in Ukraine. Madeline Rivera joins us live in Washington with the details. Good morning, Madeline.
Good morning, Nate and Carly. President Zelensky says Russia has been ramping up its attacks on Ukraine's infrastructure, meaning more power outages during cold winter months. Per the country's Air Force, the most recent incident overnight involved more than 100 Russian drones. As these attacks continue, Ukrainian and American officials press forward with peace negotiations. Their latest meeting in Miami did not yield a resolution, though Zelensky says they agreed on next steps for talks. It appears, though, the president is losing some patience.
I'm a little bit disappointed that President Zelensky hasn't yet read the proposal. That was as of a few hours ago. His people love it, but he hasn't. Russia's fine with it. Russia's, Russia, I guess, would rather have the whole country when you think of it. But Russia is, I believe, fine with it, but I'm not sure that Zelensky's fine with it. His people love it, but he hasn't read it.
So hold on a second. All right. And again, I apologize. You guys didn't hear that at first, but they heard it. Trust me. People in the chat right now, if you're watching live for a second, drone attacks are taking place, right? And what was it, B? Whether it was 160, whether it was 16,000, whether it was 1,600.
Last night was like 150, but
drone attacks.
Yeah, but it's been like 3,500 monthly.
Yo, drone attacks. Can you imagine? So modern warfare is a lot different than it was before. Right? You guys understand what I'm saying right now? This isn't the typical modern, this isn't what people were saying before.
Actually, 6,900 in September 2025.
All right, so we got the receipts here. And again, we're working on some stuff behind the scenes. I'm going to pull up what I can see on my screen, and we can research it right now, literally on my damn screen right here. So let's do that right now. I'm going to pull up some stuff on the screen. If you guys are watching, hopefully this works out great. Take a look at my screen right now. And yes, people, we got some new functionalities we're working on in the chat right now. Let's just say this real quick. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. You guys can follow along with me right now. We're going to do this. Russia drone attacks.
Say overall count or something.
Okay.
So
But when I pull this up on the screen, it's going to give you, let's see, this month. Let's just say this month. Okay. Because 131 drone fire. Like, if you just look this shit up, anywhere you search, you're going to get different. And then you can look 150 drone attack on Ukraine military mine, 131. This keeps happening. You guys can see on my screen right here. I'm searching it just like you guys are searching it right here. And it's like 2 killed. Every time you go on the news, they are sending drone attack after drone attack after drone attack, and they're not messing around. Like, the reality is they are sending drone attack after drone attack, and it's like, hey, working on peace deals. I don't think there's... Zelensky has a reason. We'll get to that in just 1 second. We'll talk about Trump in just a second, about what can he do and why Zelensky is saying, screw this shit, we're not doing it. But the reality is you have someone in Putin who, I'll be honest with you, the drone attacks, we'll get them in a second. I don't like Putin. That's how I feel. I mean, in a nutshell, I think that he's for his country, but is he really for his country? Letting his people go out there. And again, I got these pictures on the screen that I want to pull up. Damn it. Let me see if this actually pulls up. I got another. Hey, check this out. Look at these kids. We're just going to go over or not. This is a video. Hold on a second. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. Are these opening its videos? The hell's going on here? I got these. I mean, look at this, man. You think he cares about these people? Come on. These young kids are out there, right? And when I talk about this, and I show this here, let me see if this goes over. When it merged, where the hell? Oh, that's my bad. My bad. Here we go. Look at this. You think he gives a damn about these young kids out there running around? He's just sending more and more and more. He just ordered, I just saw in there, he ordered 160,000, 170,000 more troops.
Look, I'm not defending the man, but I'm just saying, like, all militaries really do that. Like, we were sending young kids, 18, drafting them, sending them to Vietnam.
Yeah. I mean,
they were in the jungle just getting shot out.
That's part of war.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It always happens that way. Like,
but do you feel that Putin's
kids,
personality is like, round them up? Just
bro, they're sending people from all over. They got people from Africa fighting for them.
Oh, it's bright over there. You got bright.
They had the North Koreans. Yeah, we got the lighting change.
Miami went out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
V, looking a little bright. You looking good though, V. Button up shirt.
You know.
Hey, I would have my black Crest shirt on, my jacket, but I forgot it in the car, be honest with you. And I don't got it on. I had to change my whole get up. Got a sport coat on. But we'll get the Black Crest in a second. If you want to get your gear, go on blackcrest.com. I'm going to pull it up in a second.
Hey, in chat, y'all, they try to say I don't always wear button-ups and everything. Y'all see me every day.
Dude, hold on a second. Yvonne, look. Your shirt looks nice. Your shirt looks nice. Hey, look, you clean up nice. I saw you this morning. You didn't look nothing like that. I was a little worried about you coming on the show.
I told you, I always change. I have my little green shirt on. And if the Eagles won, I might have kept it on. I don't know. I thought about it too. I was like, damn.
Looking good. Piccolino's like, shit. Look, Piccolino's a little worried about his outfit this morning. I think you look good, Pick. I know if you were dressed up, you would look better.
Thank you.
But that's perfectly okay. And on the Brandon Mason show, it is what it is. Look, what I want to talk about is this. The major drone attacks. If we rewind for a second, Putin is realistically killing people, right?
Yeah.
When he was attacking military or saying, we're taking back what we want, you guys better back down. You don't know why he's doing that, but you go, okay, whatever, right? He's doing that. But then he's blowing up churches,
playgrounds,
hospitals,
cancer wards for kids.
I mean, think about
buildings.
it. Anybody in the right mind, I don't care what's going on. If I'm attacking, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong, people watching live, tell me if you agree or disagree. If I'm watching right now, okay, I'm at war with any country, none in particular, and I'm like, it's on, right? I start firing missiles, and I start seeing kids, or just schools, or church. Now, I don't know if every single attack was like, hey, they tried to blow up a school and hit a school. It might have been they were trying to hit a gas station and hit a school, right? I'm not saying that every single thing that he did was purposely trying to hurt kids, but I am saying when you realize that you did that, you say, hey, whoa, I don't care what God you believe in, if you believe in God or not, but you're not going to go somewhere good blowing up kids, blowing up schools.
And unfortunately, that's the casualties of war. So they probably are doing that to just be like, wear them down, just be like, yo, Zelensky's going to be like, yo, I can't keep letting my people die like this. Like,
yeah,
civilians are getting killed and everything. Let me just sign this peace deal.
But
so
he's not
being
going to
as ruthless as he can to make him put his back against the wall. to make Zelensky do that. But that's just my opinion. It might not be
blowing
that
up
way.
schools and churches and hurting kids and innocent people like that to try to put someone against the wall would be the last person that I want to be friends with.
Yeah, it's a really hard
I mean, realistically,
hill to die on there defending that one.
you could be a Republican, you could be a Democrat, you could be a nice person, you could be a bad person, but when you start hurting kids, you're a whole nother person to me.
Yeah.
And I got 4 kids now, so I always felt like that, but I feel even stronger about that. And not even this. We have kids coming to our house in the morning, go to school with your kids, riding a golf cart to school, or they carpool and all that. When those kids are in your car, they're your kids.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that and like saying, hey, it's my kid, but I'm saying realistically, Piccolino, if I got your daughter in the car.
I agree completely. I think it sounds so like mushy, but like when you have a kid, then you kind of get it. And like kids are like the best part about life. Like, they're just innocent, naive, and they're great. They make you feel how the world can be.
True.
And to go hurt them is one of the worst
I'll
things.
protect anybody's kid outside. I don't care if it's a stranger. Like if somebody grabs somebody's kid and like I would protect them.
Yeah, and it's natural instinct.
Yeah.
You're not going, hey, it's got a weapon. No, you're getting that kid back. And then on top of that, what I'm saying is, if I'm going to school in the morning, I got someone's kid in the car. Hey, my buddy's got a kid in the car. Okay, get in the car. I got you. Or if you see somebody walking or they're hurt or something, you're like, yo, you good? Like, you got to make sure that kids are good. But here's the problem I talked about the other day. When it comes to kids, you can keep that distance because of how weird shit is in the world right now. You're like, okay, you good from a distance, right?
Yeah.
But because you just got to do that. That's just how life is now.
Yeah.
But when I'm responsible for someone's kid going to school in the morning, I'm looking at them like they're my kid. I don't discipline them like I discipline my kid, but I'm like, hey, everybody calm down. Okay, everybody do good in school today. Walk in class. Hey, you got your homework, book bag, lunchbox. You go down the thing, got your water bottle, and you do that. Putin is just not that kind of person. And I could see that and I got on the thing here. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen where I believe he sent 170. It was some crazy number where he sent, I'm gonna pull it up right here.
But
Putin wants 170,000 more soldiers or something like that. I'm gonna pull, here it is. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen as long as this pulls up on my damn side on the software here. If this works out properly, let me see if this works. Here we go. Let's pull this up real quick. I'm gonna slide it over. Take a look at this, people.
Oh, the passport bros are gonna be hitting Russia up soon.
Look at this. At 170,000 troops for a total of 1.32 million, and it says right here. And there's Putin's picture right there. It just doesn't even look like a friendly person. His own daughter and family doesn't even like him. You scroll down, it says here, Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday ordered the countries, this was back a couple years ago when they started this. And it says, look, ordered military to increase number of troops by nearly 170,000. Okay, this is going back now 2 years ago. So can you imagine what's actually happening now? Like, he's just like, oh, we're not losing this war. More people. Just like a whole bunch of wild animals out there. And you saw the looks on those kids' faces. When you go to the military, how old are they over there? 18? Maybe even earlier over there. Over here, it's 18, right?
Yeah.
Over there, they're going to war.
It's probably 18.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
James, right? Hopefully.
Yeah, but you can watch videos. Like, this is such a well-documented war based on all the, camera phones and everything we have. And you have, like, video after video of Russian soldiers on the front line saying they have no food. They have no food, no weapons, that they're just sent out there with no training.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. That's the problem. When we talk about that, and Vaughn had a video, and I thought Vaughn was a little barbaric with this one. He was just showing me his video.
GoPro video.
Vaughn was watching a GoPro video, James, of someone in the front lines just getting killed and executed with a knife and all that. I'm like, okay, that's a lot.
That was a brutal one. The 7-minute long one or something.
You watched it too?
I don't know how.
Right, they always pop up. Yeah.
No, they were fighting over a knife, and
yeah,
he ended up killing them.
Yeah,
I think the Russian soldier.
Yeah,
I forget who killed who.
Yeah, the Russian guy got him.
Yeah, but who's gonna keep rewinding that and watching that? Only Vaughn.
I don't.
Nah, I didn't keep rewinding and watching it. I showed you after I watched it.
You pulled it up in the car and watched it again.
Nah.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, check this out.
I don't even function like that.
He was grabbing a knife in his hand, cutting his hand, trying to get that. But look, it's real combat. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie. If I was out there in combat, I'm going bananas too. Gotta kill the guy in front of you. But I'm saying to just watch somebody on the screen, like, wow.
Yeah.
Now,
sometimes
also,
you need to watch that kind of stuff.
Realize how grateful life is.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. There could be a time in this country. I'm 39. I think I passed the age of what's the age here of getting drafted?
To get drafted, I think like 28 or 35. To enlist is like 35, but I think 28 to get drafted.
You're saying you got to be below 28.
Yeah, younger than 28.
So think about that. They're taking basically very young adults and putting them out there and being like, gotta go. Whether you sign up or didn't sign up, I think there were certain points. Hey, you gotta go, right? You got if you have one kid, I think it was like if your mother has one kid, then no. If you got more than one kid, fine.
They
1-9.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have went.
You're out
I
there.
would have had to.
Yeah,
or I had to opt out and go to jail.
No, they're gonna see your maybe, but they're gonna see your track record and be like, yeah, he's wild. Your mom's gonna be like, nah, he gotta go. Send him, right? Yeah, when you were little, they would have sent you for real.
No, but they just I forget how they do it, but they just send out.
But your mom would have sent you.
They tried to send out to Muhammad Ali, like he's the world champion of the world.
Yeah, no, James.
He was like, I'm not going out there.
James, if you would have saw Vaughn as a kid,
Yep.
woo. Hey, wait, James, slide to your left a little bit. You're too far from. You're not in the middle of the screen.
They tried to send.
There you go. One more.
They tried to send D. Trump out there too.
Look,
he was like, nah.
Nah, Vaughn would. Hey, listen, if Vaughn's mom would be like, yeah, send Vaughn just to give him a couple years. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, not to get. What
do you mean?
To send me to when the Vietnam War was going on?
No, not to be like, yo, let me send my kid to the war. But like, hey, draft's coming. No war right now.
No,
let's get my kid some obedience.
Only when it's the war because they need people.
Well, I'm saying if they went, yeah, I feel you on that. But if they went around and like, hey, listen, let's get Vaughn in the military. Like without the war going on, she's like, yo, he needs a discipline, right? When you got 9 kids, everybody's gonna be like, yo, my kid got to get some kind of discipline. I got 4. I got 3 boys. All my kids got my football, basketball. Obviously not the war, but some military training. Some military training would be nice for them.
Yeah.
Not to send them to war, but military training.
Yeah.
When Putin's out there, okay, let me just say this to you guys. And here's why I don't like Putin. He's got a personality. To me, it doesn't come off the right way. And it feels very, how do I say this? Very cold. I hate to say Russia's cold, but it's cold in winter. But they got a little bit of a colder personality, right? Every Russian I ever met isn't like, hey, how are you? Doesn't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Russians feel like, a little cold.
Like a German.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that message.
No, they feel like, they be feeling like they're the same person to me.
You think Germans are all the same people?
No, I feel like they're like the same personality as a Russian.
Oh, okay. You're saying Germans have the same, like, kind of just cold.
Like you would think that Arnold Schwarzenegger was Russian.
Okay. I mean, you're taking it far, but you got that.
He's like Drago from Rocky.
He's Austrian.
He's like the same thing.
He's saying, basically Vaughn is saying that they have a very dry personality, and there's not really a personality.
They're like these big.
Working out.
They all look like this big military. Just they be having a military cut and everything.
They just work out.
When you just think of a Russian or a German.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Like the guy from Street Fighter.
Yeah, you just think of that. Like,
yeah, you gotta play more Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Those games there's a guy that had that same haircut. I know you're talking about. Military guy. But here's the reality is Putin gives you that feeling like he's just little man syndrome. And maybe he's got the right idea about what he thinks in his mind about, hey, that's our land. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but
they're the biggest country in the world. They span 2 continents. They touch the Pacific Ocean.
They got enough.
They're all the way into Europe. They have everything.
And they have enough land. I mean, come on.
They got a lot of land.
How selfish does this go back to? And maybe it is their land. Right?
I don't know if a lot of their land can be used though, right? Some of that is like.
But maybe
a lot of it's Siberian tundra, but they have everything.
But maybe it is their land, and I'm not saying it's not, and they want to get it back.
Territory a little bit.
They want it, but do they need to take it?
They're fighting a war of imperialism in 2025. They started in 2022,
and they're killing their own people in the process, and so that's what I wanted to look up on the screen right here. If I can actually get this damn shit to work again, which I think we're good here. Let me pull it up on the screen, everybody watching right now. I'm going to go back here, and we're going to go to Google together, people watching live on the screen. Let's see. How many people have died in Russia versus Ukraine war?
And
now, follow along.
Prayers to your son, RLW.
Yeah, RLW.
He said he passed out on Saturday at the store.
Oh, no. RLW, we appreciate you. We love you very much. Thanks for joining our show every single day. Prayers to you. Get in that group chat with us. Send you guys something. in the chat right now. If you're watching live right now, smack the like button, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe right now. We want to see tons of messages coming out right now as we get ready to expand our show into vertical and horizontal form. Let's take a look at this real quick, people. Make sure you hit that right now, people. Jump on there right now.
Yeah, so, remember, casualties means killed and wounded, so it's not exactly the same person. And some people could count as multiple casualties. Like you get shot the first time, they send you back out there, you get shot again, taken out.
Let's take a look at this, though. Okay. I'm looking at this with everybody on the screen with me. I mean, let's be honest. Casualties, now, I never seen it say Russo Ukrainian, but what is what it is. Include 6X during 2014. This is all this shit going on right here. 14,000, all this yada, 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 right? In this screen here. But what I did was I went to AI just to give me an update, right? Let's just see what AI has to say about it. Here we go. This is Russia. This is confirmed. And you see right here, Ukraine confirmed, right? Estimated. Do you guys see this right here on the screen? It says right here, estimated deaths. Okay, 150,000 confirmed names. Actually, likely much higher. Do you see this right here? And then check this out. Killed in action, 190,000, 480,000. Look at this. Then you go down here, Ukraine. And this is, look, November 25th. Look, 167,000. Then here it says June, 60,000, 100,000, 400 total casualties. Look, you can't make this shit up. I don't even care if you cut that in half. This is a shit ton of people that are dying all the time. And then, hold on, they said something too. Putin said he's cracking down on having cell phones in the front line. So now you're just out there without any, I kind of want a cell phone. I mean, how you charge it? I don't know what they do. They got portable power packs, I'm sure. But the point is, you got to communicate with your family a little bit, right? You're out there. I'm sure they don't want to see any action. Can you imagine that?
He's probably,
while we're on that topic right now?
He's probably saying that because just like he said, they're going online and be like, yo, we don't have any food and stuff like that. So he's probably like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not talking about that.
Damn. I didn't think about that.
They're hiding the truth.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. That's a very important topic.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very important point. I mean, if you think about that, if you guys didn't hear what Vaughn just said, I'll repeat it. Putin wants to get rid of those cell phones on the front line. Distraction is one, for sure. Distracted. Yeah. Right? You're not going to do that good of a job on your phone. But it would be nice to keep in touch with your loved ones at night. Hey, we're good right now. Next day. Hey, sure. Love you. Good morning. Right? Hey, good evening. Tell my son or daughter, good night. Whatever. I think that's great.
Bro, it's so
on
bad.
Silent mode.
It's so bad over there that they have to use blocking troops, which are they using like a lot of, they think they were the Chechens, to kill the soldiers that were trying to retreat from the front lines. Because it's so bad there. They're called like block troops.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Explain that again, Pick.
So there's a certain part of the Russian military, I think they were using mostly Chechens, which is also crazy that they're supporting Russia in this after what Russia did to the Chechens. But they're called like a block group. So they stay behind the front lines to prevent anyone from retreating or running away from the front lines from the Russian army. So like you're forced to stay out there.
So what you're saying is you have no choice but to be at war.
Yeah.
Russia can't go home. No. Like they're not going home.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're forced into this. And now on top of that, they're just, again, to me, it's more than disheartening. Now, let's do this. Let's pull up this clip right here. I want to show you guys something. And what I was going to do, which I found out this is an easier method to do because I actually downloaded the video. So instead of doing that, we're just going to go right on YouTube, right? And I'm going to type in right here, Russia versus Ukraine.
You navigating this like an old man, like an old head.
This
you
is
got to talk him through it.
This is
pull it up.
Hey, check this out real quick. Okay, this is what we saw about the drone strike. But he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to say, hey, let's just give some land up. It's just
Senior
weird.
foreign policy correspondent, anchor, Jillian Turner has the latest tonight from the State Department. Good evening, Jillian.
Good evening to you, Brett. Senior U.S. officials are insisting they are making big progress in the negotiations between Russia and Ukraine, but Volodymyr Zelensky appears to have just thrown a wrench in the gears, telling reporters Ukraine is not going to cede any territory in the eastern Donbass today, tomorrow, or effectively ever. Fresh on the heels of meetings at 10 Downing Street in London with European leaders from Britain, France, and Germany, Zelensky made what are his starkest remarks yet, responding to President Trump's draft peace proposal. Quote, "Under our laws, under international law, and under moral law, we have no right to give anything away. That is what we are fighting for." Zelensky reportedly told journalists he will not cede territory to achieve a peace deal, period, adding that, quote, "explicitly anti-Ukrainian provisions the U.S. and Russia had included in the draft plan have been stripped out." These comments follow what President Trump said about the plan just last night.
I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed that President Zelensky hasn't yet read the proposal. That was as of a few hours ago. His people love it, but he hasn't. Russia's fine with it.
After the latest round of meetings between U.S. and Ukrainian negotiators yielded no concrete outcomes, the president today returned to blaming his predecessors.
Joe Biden gave them $350 billion. You know what I gave them? Nothing. I gave them, well, I did give them javelins at the beginning and knocked out a hell of a lot of attacks. But and
javelins.
Obama gave sheets. Remember, Obama gave sheets and I gave javelins.
Coming out of those meetings at 10 Downing Street today, the European leaders said only, quote, "We stand with Ukraine. We have reached out to the Trump."
Are the ones you throw?
Yeah.
No, it's
He
one
was
of the,
just being mean funny.
the
Anyway, no.
missiles. Yeah, there's like the stingers, the javelins.
Like, nah.
Yeah.
No, but you get the idea. Like Zelensky's like, nope, not giving in, not giving in,
But of course, because
not giving in.
But who
Went
is
too far.
But like when they're talking about this peace deal, how is the U.S. saying that Ukraine should give up their land? Like it's not even the U.S.'s territory to say they can give up. And of course, Russia would love that deal. You know, I don't think
Like how is I understand what you're saying. Like how is the U.S.
Dictator.
writing up a peace deal and then be like, Zelensky hasn't even read it yet. Like, yeah, because it's not your peace deal to be brokering.
Yeah,
Well,
because
giving up the land. It's really easy to say, oh yeah, just give it up. You know, like that's what they're fighting with. That was at their homes and everything. Like how are you to say?
Okay, so
give it up?
I'm gonna answer that in a nutshell. Donald Trump wants to help this whole thing get resolved, get fixed. Trump wants the war to end for many reasons. Number one being he doesn't want to see people getting killed, seeing kids getting killed, see whatever getting killed. People, military, all this, whatever. Number two, he ran on this the whole time and said, hey, I'm going to stop the war. So he's like, A, you're hurting people, you're hurting kids, killing people. Two, hey, I told my people I was going to stop this war. You're not stopping the war. How are we collectively going to work this out? If they keep on battling and battling and battling, it doesn't really help us at all. Them fighting. I mean, that might be hurting Russia, and Russia gets a little weaker, and we feel like we might be tougher than Russia, XYZ, whatever. But at the end of the day, that's the only thing I can think in my mind about America being like, hey, Russia is losing their troops and the military is getting hit and getting conquered and whatever. And then we might think, hey, Russia's not going to be that powerful now. So now we feel so much better. That would be the only reason why that would help us. So I think Trump's like, hey, I got to step in. Whether he can do it or not, his goal is to say, let's shut the operation down. I told you I was going to do it. Let's get rid of it. Let's. Someone's got to step in and do something.
Yeah, but why doesn't he just tell Russia to leave? Like they're in Ukraine. They took over the Ukrainian land. They can just stop when they want. Like they're in Ukraine.
Because
right?
I think he did try to do that. I think Trump did meet with Putin and say, hey, look, this is crazy.
So then
you're over there fighting over this shit, and I think Putin's wrong, and I don't think Putin wants to listen to Trump. So Trump said, hey, here, let's come to the table. I also think that Trump also learned a lot in the process about Putin. Putin said, hey, you don't know about this, and you don't know about that, and that's why we're doing this and that. And Trump said, okay, he probably saw a valid point somewhere, and he probably said, you know, all right, at the end of the day, he can't control Putin. That's clear. No one can. Guy's a lunatic. I mean, like, really, Vaughn, you think he's a nice person? I mean, guy's a lunatic.
So I don't
so
think
then
he's
why
a nice person.
Why pressure Zelensky into giving them what they want?
I think that the only way to get the deal done is to pressure Zelensky to give them a bit. You give a little to get a little.
Okay,
right? I don't think you give a lot of land, but if you give a little, if I'm running that show over there, right? I don't want to be weak and give nothing. But I don't know how Zelensky feels about the land, or meets with his people and says, maybe that was something that they rightfully deserved from a long time ago. Maybe they don't.
And I think that land, it generates a lot of money. Like it was like yeah. there's like
Yeah, with the breadbasket of Europe.
Yeah, like factories and all of that. It's like
they want that.
Yeah.
They want that location, and they don't want, I can tell you this much right now, they do not want the U.S. to be based over there at all. Russia does not feel comfortable. Putin does not feel comfortable. He does not want the U.S. to have a foundation sitting right there in Ukraine, like something pops off right here. I don't think they want that, and they want to start taking it more. They want to say, hey, they want U.S. to go back home. That's what they're probably saying. Send U.S. back home,
Bro,
and let's get our land back.
I negotiate for a living, right? I negotiate all the time.
Yeah.
This doesn't put me in there, and I'd love to get a resolution. The thing is, I think one side.
I
Is
believe
being
we get it done. Pick it done.
The only just send in James. But like
James.
Thank you. But like I think that you have one side being completely unreasonable, and if you said that the whole thing was just to have not Ukraine never join NATO and not have a U.S. presence in NATO, in Ukraine, that can kind of be arranged, but then just have Russia pull out of there. And then you saw the death count, right? Like if they concede that like 30% of their territory and you have almost 150, 190,000 dead people from your country, and it's for what? They died for what? You know, these people are trying to defend their families, you know?
And so that leads us into the conversation that I want to have. The reality in the chat right now, can Trump end the war? I think right now what he's saying is it's time to stop the war, Zelensky. Putin is crazy.
Well, like,
I really think that Trump comes to the visualization and the understanding and the feelings and the experience that he can sit back and go, he looks at his wife, right? And he's like, who's nuts? Like he's probably sitting at home, finally get a chance to put his feet up. You know, Trump, he's got to get on TikTok. He's on Twitter. He's on X. He's on Facebook. He don't stop working. This man's all over the place. He's golfing. He's just doing a lot of shit. When he sits back with his wife, he's just like, that man's nuts. Like he's not going to stop. So the only way to stop this is like if you're a divorce attorney, right? And you say, hey, this guy's not giving shit. Wife's not giving nothing. We got to start somewhere. Give a car. You know, you keep the house, you get the car, but then you get the 100,000. You don't get that, and you might get the credit card bill. You got to work it out a little bit, or it's just going to be a feud all the time. I think that's where they're at right now with this shit. I think they reach a crossroads, to be honest with you. And so that's how I feel about Pick. I think whether you're right or wrong, I think whether Putin's right or wrong, he's not going to stop. And the only way that Trump can stop this shit is 100% that.
But then at that point, why is it even the U.S.'s responsibility?
It's not.
It's like me telling you give up 30% of your backyard to your neighbor. It's really easy for me to tell you to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's not my backyard.
But here's the thing. And I agree with you. But I'm screaming at you. See right there. Why Zelensky won't sign the damn peace deal? He won't sign the peace deal because he doesn't feel that Russia deserves the land. He also doesn't feel, after the fact of U.S. help, he feels that, hey, we got support.
Well, remember.
And they know the U.S. is not going to stop supporting at this point unless Trump says, we're not doing nothing. I think he threatened that we're doing nothing. And then, hold on a second, Trump, there was still support from U.S. over there and NATO. So they feel protected.
More, like the EU, like he said, and NATO.
But remember, they had Ukraine made a peace deal with Russia in like 1992 or 94 where they gave up their weapons, their nuclear weapons, in exchange for never being attacked. And they gave up their weapons, and then they were invaded in 2014 when they took Crimea, and then just now in 2022 in their 3-day operation.
So now the message that Pick Luna said, hey, if you have to be responsible, say your neighbor wants part of your land, give it back. I feel that when you showed up and you bought your property, you have a survey. That survey tells you what you own. You bought that. It's yours. You do your due diligence. You can even pay extra money, and they can go do a title search that goes further back. Okay. If someone tries to come take that, you're like, this is mine, not getting it. Right. And the city's going to agree, not getting it. It's paperwork. This situation is country to country war. Not, hey, sign the title thing. We're taking the shit back. It's ours. So that's where shit gets out. So the only way Zelensky can potentially end the war is to give Putin what he wants. Putin might want the whole damn country. So if he gives a piece of it, right? If he gives a piece of it and goes, hey, no more deaths. Now, down the road, in his mind, he's like, Putin might come back and go crazy again. And at that point, US might step in and say, if they get this little sliver. But I understand.
Yeah, you give somebody an inch, they want to take 9. You give them this little bit, who's to say he's not going to want some more?
He's going to want more.
He's like, oh, now this dude's a sucker. I'm about to take the whole.
All
this is about to be back to the Soviet Union.
But I think that's where I think NATO gets involved, though. The minute they sign this next deal or whatever that is, I think it's got to be like, this is it. And I think you give a little piece. I'm not saying I would want to do it. Because what's happening is I got the picture on here. I feel that obviously you look at these, I got them on here. Let me pull it up here. There you go. Every time I see Zelensky, he's always in something like that, or he's got his little bulletproof vest on, and then Putin's always dressed up doing business. Every time I see a picture of Zelensky, he looks like that. Or he's got his little, you see a little thing on his, covers his little jacket, little military thing. He's part of the military. You ever notice that? And Putin's always just like that. So you can just see it's like, they both got money. But the point is, Zelensky's more with his people. Putin's a dictator.
Yep.
Putin's a dictator. And a dictator, and a lot of people are going to say Trump's a dictator. I don't think Trump's a dictator. I think Trump probably maybe he would like to be. But I think at the end of the day, I think that we have a lot more over in this country that's a little better. But the respect factor comes in where you said.
Because we wouldn't let anybody become a dictator.
Right.
Yeah.
But
American
we're not.
People is not going for that.
And we're not going over there just attacking people on purpose, just take shit down. I'm not saying we never did that in history. But I'm just saying right now, 2025, they have been at war. How long have they been at war?
3 years.
How long has this war been going on?
Technically, they said we're trying to do that with Venezuela. Like this whole thing is about oil.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. This stuff is so deep and it's so like geopolitical to the max. Pull up Lockheed Martin stock from before the war and then look how much they increased. And those are all like US weapons. And, you know, that's why I don't even get like when people try to make this like a bipartisan issue. And like, you tell me who backs the military industrial complex the most, you know?
Check this out though. Okay. Now we're back up on the screen. Here it is. How long has the Russia versus Ukraine war been going on? All right. And again, AI is taking over the world. Let's give AI their minute to think about it. Here we go. The Russia-Ukraine war has been going on for over 11 years. I don't know. Honestly, I felt like it's been going for like 5. Right? I don't know how, maybe that's right. In my mind, I'm thinking 5, 6, 7, Joe Biden got in office, boom, boom, right? It's been going on for a while over a lot of other things. Initial conflict, it says February 2014 to February 2022. The war began when Russia troops, it says, covertly invaded and annexed. Look at this. Look, they came over there to try and take over. Resulted in over 14,000 deaths before 2022 escalation. People are dying left and right. And the people are going to continue to die left and right. And I don't think Putin gives a damn.
No, because he's getting what he wants. He wanted back then, that was about having a direct route to the sea for Russia. And then what they did by this annex thing, it's to use the analogy of your backyard. It's like your neighbors send some people to start living in your backyard, and then they say, we want to be part of the neighbor's house.
But why does he care so much? I don't get this. Dude, like, if you could live to be 10,000 years old, okay. Dude's going to die in like, what? I don't know. I'm knock on wood, right? Whatever. Trying to be nice at this point. How long does an average person live to be? 75, 80? What's the average lifespan? 80, 85, 82?
Let's just call it a lot more so we feel better about ourselves.
Yeah. Call it 90 if you want.
Are you saying why does who care about it?
This man's gonna pass like everybody else.
Who you talking about?
Putin. He's over there trying to take all this shit back. He's gonna go to hell. Honestly. What's he doing?
I think like Brandon, so like I think most people would agree that morally he looks really wrong there, right? And if you back that, it's almost like you're just the world's going to reward a bully, and that's never a good thing, right? And if you know this whole thing about like killing the children and stuff like that, those are definitely non-military targets. So like it's hard to get favor for that, and I don't think the world should reward that. You know?
Look, it ain't a good thing. I put up on the screen here right now. Look, bang, there you go. Putin, 73 years old. He's freaking 73 years old. I'm not knocking anybody that's 70 years old. I'm just saying, why are you doing this at 73? Like, do that shit at 23, 33, and then take your ass to bed. 73 years old.
Enjoy your life.
You're not going to go to bed feeling good. You know how many people don't like it? Do you know how many mothers...
When he was like 60.
But do you know how many... started the shit a long time.
Yeah,
do you know how many mothers are out there right now sitting back like, you took my effing kid from me?
Yeah,
For
that's
real.
sad. That's sad.
For real. Like, you took my effing kid from me. And I got this thing here I'm going to pull up here. That's the last thing I want to dive into here. Does Putin care about the soldiers? Right? I'll be honest. I think when he first started going, it's like a game to him. It's like AI to him. He's building a group. He's building a force. He got this, he got that. We're going to be tough. We're going to be strong. We're going to go take this shit back. He's probably thinking about it for a while. Like, we're going to take this shit back real soon. He's been in there. This is why you can't have a dictator. He's been in there for how long? How long has Putin been in office over there?
Since the late 90s.
The late 90s. Trump's been in office now for one more year. People are like, we got to get him out right now, impeach. Right? First time he got in office, they were like, we got to impeach him right now.
Bro,
he was there for like 14 days, impeach.
This
guy's been in it for 50 years. Like, I mean, it's crazy to me.
Bro, it's so bad there that North Korea pulled their troops back. They didn't want their troops there anymore.
We don't want to be dealing with this shit.
Because they would it was bad. It was like the meat grinder. They pulled their people back off the front lines.
Who wants to deal with somebody like that? Let's be honest.
So,
who wants to wake up on a daily basis knowing that your leader is this guy?
So if that's how you,
I'm not working with him.
So then why would Zelensky ever sign that peace deal? Like
because look, there comes a point in time where we've had XYZ million people dead already from this idiot, right? And I say idiot because I don't think anything's that serious from me doing this. You talk to a Russian, they might tell you a whole other story. Hey, we're doing this because of this. Maybe. Okay. But the point is, you're killing a lot of people, killing kids, and these innocent people that are just living their lives, just out there going to work every day. Going to Home Depot, working, get killed. Crazy, right?
So I was going to say, that's how everybody feels. Like, the opposite side always feels like that. And
yeah,
like,
we know why we're doing
it. They thought we were assholes,
yeah.
U.S., for going into Afghanistan and Iraq. The people over there, like,
yeah, but we weren't. But we were there Vietnam, trying to create something and stop something. We weren't trying to take their land away. These people are killing them to take their shit. It's mine. Like, we were over there trying to actually help build their military as well. They are over there killing people. Move. It's my shit.
I was saying perspective.
Yeah, I got you.
The perspective.
They feel it's their shit.
People. Yeah, they'd be like,
I feel you.
Like, what are you doing?
In their land, they feel this is mine and this is why we're doing it.
Yeah.
And if we ask them, they're going to tell us a story we never heard before. We'll be like, you guys are stupid. No, you're stupid. This is why we're doing this. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to learn something.
Yeah.
I haven't met one Russian in my life that's told me how great this was. And I don't talk Russian all day.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm not saying.
Have you talked to?
I don't have 47 Russian friends, but I do got some Russian friends.
Yeah.
They're not like, this is great. Ukrainian people, this is great. Nobody thinks it's great. No. So these mothers of these poor kids, which I could pull pictures up of right here, these poor freaking kids that I was just showing over there that are just going across freaking enemy lines, right? I mean, all right, here it is here, pull it over there. Enemy lines over there. These poor kids' faces, they don't deserve to be over there doing that shit. You think Putin gives a damn about these people right here? These young kids, bro. Look how young these people look.
Yeah, but
these kids look like they're like 17 years old. And their mothers are like, oh, military. You think they're like, yeah, for Russia, because we believe in going and getting that land back. They don't care. They might have cared about it until their kid was on the front line. Now I don't care no more. Cell phones out there, getting rid of that. Can't call your parents anymore. Can't do this. They got drone. How they even got those GoPros is crazy. Putting GoPros on YouTube, Twitch, whatever, that's out of pocket.
Well, I mean, like, to upload them is crazy, but to have them, it's good because then it prevents a lot of like war crime allegations
or lies
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but what is a war crime?
A war crime is like
killing someone who gave up.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying in the real grand scheme of things, okay, let's call a spade a spade. We're at war. It's on right now. 9th floor versus the 8th floor. Right? They're coming up. We're going down. We're on 9th floor, by the way. We're on 9th floor. We're going down. They're coming up.
We got the high ground.
We're coming down. And war crime. War crime. We don't care. We're ending the war.
A war crime would be
they want to stop and we're gonna keep going.
No, them coming up here and we all are troops. We're fighting, but they grab our secretary and
how is that a war crime? I don't understand that.
And
war.
Do whatever they want to her. Like, that's a war crime.
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, there's rules to engagement. You can't.
I'm not a fan of that. Here's why I'm not a fan of that.
So then you can't be mad at them blowing up schools with kids and stuff. That's
no.
Casualties of war.
No. What I'm saying is this.
War crime.
But I'm not. But here's the difference. Because Ukraine wasn't shooting missiles at them, that shots out back. A reason why I don't like what they're doing is because they're attacking them, taking something they don't need, and they're killing kids in the process. That's what I'm saying. And a war itself, you just, if it's us versus them, we're hitting everybody. It's us versus them. That, I'm gonna hate to say this, I would never hit a girl in my life on purpose, right? I would never, and I'm gonna make sure I get that on record before I say that. I would never hit a woman in my life. B, you would never hit a woman in your life. Piccolino?
I mean, if we were in that situation,
no, I'm going to explain that.
If she had a gun, I'm going to punch her in her mouth.
But I'm going to explain that. But you would never hit a girl in general, like just because, right? Piccolino, you would never hit a girl, right?
Never.
Okay, we're not women abusers in here.
No.
So my point is this. Here's my point. I would never do that. But if we're at war, someone's coming in my house, and I know my kids are in my house, my wife's in my house, whole nother story. I would not come in my house at this point. I am loaded up.
But that's...
I would not do that. I'm just giving an example. A war crime, though, let's get to war crime now, because I want to make sure we get this topic correct. If we're at war, I'm not thinking about, well, this is going to be a crime. I'm thinking, I'm killing everybody. I want to make sure that YouTube doesn't know that we're saying that. I'm saying I'm not going to be stopping. It's a war. And we don't know what that person's capable of. If I see a toddler running around, not worrying about that. But if a toddler is carrying an AK-47 and you see kids out there shooting people.
That's not a war crime.
It was excessive, though. I think what was it?
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. In a fist fight, you're outside a fist fight, bar fight. You get in a fight. You start fighting. Boom, 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 boom. When he's not moving anymore, and he's not moving, and the dude's on the ground not moving, and you're kicking a person, that will be considered it will be like war crime. Right?
That starts taking it to manslaughter and murder and all of that stuff.
But let's say this.
It's not mutual combat at that point.
Right. But let's say this. You're in a complete fist fight outside. Someone's attacking you. You don't know what they're capable of. You don't know. Today's day and age, back in the day, they used to have fist fights. Let's go out back and sell this in the parking lot. That is done. In my mind, I still get mad. You're on the road, someone says something, you're like, get out the car. And then you really, because back in the day, it felt good. Now I'm kind of like trying to be a dad a little bit, trying to be like, but if we get out the car and you will have that anger come out where I don't get what happens right now. But now you got to think about things a lot different. But I'm saying if that altercation took place, you're fighting. You're not like, well, I bet if I hit him one side, I hit him on the ground, he's hurt. Okay, it's a crime. You're just beating the shit out of someone until, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
there's go ahead.
The war crime is then you hitting the people in the car in front of them and behind them.
Yeah.
And then like taking the kid and saying these were never your parents anyway. You're our kid now. Like
taking them and then
there's like hundreds of thousands of children from
kidnapping
Ukraine
them, holding them
Russia.
hostage and putting them in detention camps and violating them. That's war crimes.
At the end of the day, I think all of us can agree.
There's a moral compass.
I think all of us can agree in this circle, I would imagine, that Putin, either something's wrong with Putin or he's a very selfish person. What would you say?
I got some like simple questions that make this, to me, it's a simple issue. Like you have these BRICS countries, right? And Russia's one of them. Do you believe Russia to be an enemy of the United States or an ally of the United States?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't think they're an ally.
Okay, so then it kind of...
I think they might say that they want to be an ally.
But they literally have a whole coalition against us, right? With all the BRICS, with like,
Brazil, India, China
North
and
Korea,
Russia.
In the chat right now, everybody put Russia or Ukraine, because people in the chat are talking in the chat. Everybody in the chat right now put Russia.
Them a third option too, if we don't want to vote for neither one of them.
No, I'm saying you got to pick one.
I want peace.
We got to.
How about peace?
Yeah, but you can still have peace and say how you feel, who you lean toward.
Oh, who's?
There's not one person that I know currently right now that goes, I don't know who's wrong. I think they're like, Russia should get that land back. Or they're like, yo, Putin's an asshole. Like,
sad.
I don't think they're doing the whole, hey, white versus black, who's wrong, who's right. I don't think it's that. I think it's you are out of your mind or you're not out of your mind. Like, that's what I think is really going on. And I think it's hard. I think it's hard because a lot of people are dying, losing their life. In the chat right now, Russia or put Ukraine in the building right now. Look, I'm not a fan of violence. People get hurt. And I think the problem right now, and I didn't pull this picture up, but you see this kind of stuff. Look at these drone attacks. Look what's happening in the city, right? City's getting cities are getting annihilated. That's not like, hey, we're just gonna shoot a school, or hey, we're gonna hit a firehouse, or we're gonna hit. Dude, this is like blowing up your whole city. There's no school over there. I thought about the other day, my kids go to school every day. That's done. I'm moving to Poland.
And I think
moving to freaking other countries. You got no life. You move out of your crib and you're just living now in where? Egypt?
That should be a war crime right there. Blowing up a whole city like that.
But you're at
That
war.
should be a war crime.
I don't get what a war crime is. I'm still confused by that. I'm not saying I don't. No, I'm not saying I understand. I'm not saying I don't understand the terminology. I know what it is. I'm saying I don't get when I'm at war. Hey, this is a crime now. It's all crime. Killing everybody.
No,
you are blowing up soldiers only.
So like wearing the other side's uniform is like a war crime.
Who cares at
Or
that
like
point?
Killing people who gave up
I'll give you an example.
is a war crime.
Okay, I'm at war. I'm at war right now. Okay, I'm at war right now, right? Yeah, but I don't believe anybody. I don't believe anybody. I'm giving up. No, you're not. Dead. I'm giving up. Who's giving up? In a fist fight, yeah. But we're not giving up out in war.
If they drop their weapons and they're all on the ground like
what do I do? Take this guy with me now? Walk
you're
around?
Going to execute them?
Of course.
That's a war crime.
I'm going to get that. And no one's even going to know about it. And I'm going to do that. Here's why I'm going to do that. Oh, okay. You give up? Okay, come hang out with me now. What are you going to do? Hang out with me? Walk around?
They put him in a prisoner exchange.
Yeah,
but I'm saying we're out on if we put him in a prison, but we're out on enemy lines. We're walking around. You see these GoPros?
No, they arrest them and they take them. They send them. A convoy comes, picks them up, and they leave.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you give up. You give up. Okay, come with me. Sit right here for a little bit until we get something. No, not doing that because I don't even know who he's even with. So at the end of the day, I don't trust this man hanging with me. I'm gonna cuff this guy to the side of the RV, the Humvee thing. Hey, you're cuffed right there.
So you're Putin.
No, because I wouldn't.
Putin.
No,
agree with
I'm not Putin. I'm not Putin because I'm not Putin because I wouldn't be out there doing this for no reason. If I'm at war and I'm on the front lines and I see somebody, I do that. I get that feeling in a video game, B.
You're explaining
when I'm playing a video game. Yeah, when I'm playing because I'm at war. If I'm playing a video game, right? You're all excited, right? In real life, someone's over there. You see them. They're trying to shoot you. The only reason why they gave up was because they could not beat you. They were trying. That same person that you just handcuffed to your Humvee was just trying to take your head off.
Yeah.
So that person is not in the right frame of mind at this point, or they're forced into it. And so my point is this: that person just tried to hurt my whole family. That person is gone. Now they might be great people at home, and maybe Putin put them to it, and they didn't want to do it. But at the end of the day, we got to be real here.
That's a lack of military training.
Yeah,
the
maybe.
U.S. We're
professional.
We move very professional. So we know when it's going down. Like they have to call. Yeah, they have to call before they can even. But
engage. This isn't the U.S.
They have to get the okay. They have
but this isn't U.S. This isn't U.S. with our capabilities, and it's not. This is Ukraine. Their whole country had to move out at war against a crazy person with all these people that you don't even know what the hell they're talking about, and they're coming over there with guns and weapons. You don't know who's what, and you don't have. I'm just saying my personal, and that might be correct. Lack of military training would probably be the best way to put it, where, hey, I don't have that, so I'm looking at whoever's on the other side and boom, boom, boom. Now, if you and I are out there going and they're not engaging in combat, but we see them, we call it in, hey, this guy looks suspicious. Should we take him out? I get that. But if we're out there, the crew right here, 3 of us, is walking around in the middle of freaking combat zone when they're trying to take over our shit, and I see somebody up there with a gun, and he's like, yo, I give up. Bullshit. You got that gun right there, and I don't know who else is, and I'm focusing on him now, and there's people over there. I'm lighting people up left and right. They're gonna
lock you up.
That might be better for me.
I just watched something on the U.S. We have a history of war crimes too. A lot of people do, but they're still bringing up people on charges from way back when for war crimes that were committed.
What do you think, Pick?
That we try to brush under the rug.
Go look up like the BUCA, B-U-C-H-A, the war crimes there. And like you're talking about, like, this is like soldier versus soldier, but what happened there was like they would have one of those like troop transport vehicles with like a huge 50 cal thing on top, and the Russian army was just blowing up civilian cars trying to leave. You know, people on bicycles, they were killing families.
Yeah, okay.
At that point, if I just wouldn't do that. Anarchy going on, you might as well start building. They might as well build concentration camps again.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't do that based upon war crime or not. I just wouldn't hurt a child or a school because my personality, and I wouldn't do that because I'm not that type of person.
Let's go to AI.
But
Just
I wouldn't
look up war crime.
But I wouldn't do it. But I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that based upon, you know, I'm at war. Let me see. What is a war crime? Let's see real quick. We'll pull it up real fast to get an idea what a war crime is. Here we go. Just typed it in the building right now. Hopefully this pops up. There we go. What is a war crime? Here it is. We can ask AI, but here it is. A war crime is a serious violation of laws and customs of war. International humanitarian. Let's take a look at this. Torture, taking hostages, or attacking civilians committed during an armed conflict. These acts incur individual criminal responsibility are defined by treaties like, see, this is what I'm saying. This is all great on paper until you get out there and people are in combat looking at you like that same person that you just wrestled was trying to kill you 5 seconds ago. Like, if they want to fight you and they no longer want to fight, okay, go home. I've been in that position. I'm outside. People, they think that you're not going to go crazy until you go crazy, and they go, "This fucking guy's out of his mind." Like, he's really nice. Whoa, didn't know that part came. Okay, get that. But now that's fine. But if you're at war and they have weapons and they have been shooting over this way for the last hour, and then we get closer. Hey, I give up. Nope.
But
not on my book.
But it used to be that way for a while. Like, I think it's crazy that as humans, they came up with rules to kill each other.
Yeah.
Because it's better than not having the rules to kill each other. Because you could also like completely ruin the land for centuries afterwards. Yeah. You could have like the fallout of chemical weapons. And like,
I get it.
We came up with this stuff as people to say it's smarter to do it like this than the other way. Like, that's why they use the full metal jacket bullets.
Yeah.
Opposed to like hollow point things and all these. Like, they figured it out. Like, there's a smarter way to go and unfortunately kill each other.
And then also like you giving a hostage and then taking them to like Guantanamo Bay and torturing them. Like, at that point, what can he do? Why would you be torturing this man?
I mean, look, I don't see the reason for the torture.
Trying to get information out of
the torture, yeah, but the torturing is like, that's after the fact. The guy's in prison. You're going to call over there. We got your guy, you got that guy. That's a whole nother situation. When I wouldn't take somebody that's in our country near a prison and start doing all that. But I'm talking about on enemy lines. Before I get off today, people in the chat right now, make sure you watch, like, subscribe, building the platform out. Listen, I'm not talking about, hey, we captured you and I could take you to the local police station. And then I'm not going to, I mean, they can do their thing later. They can do their thing. I'm not even in that. But if I'm out on enemy lines, I'm talking about, like they are, and I could pull up their land out there, it's snowing, can't see shit, dumping feet of snow. This guy's like, hey, can't hear shit. He's loud and right, just going on. And this guy pulls up, hey, I give up. No, you don't. First off, I can't even focus on you right now because I got 74 people shooting over here. I got 10,000 people died in the last 2 months, and you're over here, I give up. No, you better take your ass home then. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you shouldn't be out here. You should go to jail back home because this is crazy.
No,
and I'm just saying my personality.
Walk out and be like, I give up. They usually are cornered or something like that, and they give demands. Hey, put your hands up. Like, it don't just be like, hey, hopping out on the lines. Obviously, like, that's too dangerous to do.
Sometimes they got their hands tied. They tie them up and then they still kill them.
Like, they have to. You have to give up, and like they'll say, like, drop your weapons and come.
You're talking about on a situation where us three pull up, a guy's cornered.
Yes.
But okay. So again, this is in certain situations where I would be like,
this is most of the time.
No, I think when you're out in enemy lines and everybody's going bananas and bullets are flying this way, and this dude is right there, and I'm just like, my mind is like, yo, I see that you might not be able to get me right now, but they're all over here shooting and you're right there. I don't trust you at all. Number one, you just try to shoot me this whole day, and if you would have shot me, you would have been moving looking for my family. You're gone.
But if
I'm just giving my example.
If you have your gun drawn on him and you didn't,
how do you guys feel about that in chat?
Yeah, and he gave up. Then hey, cuff him up. Put him over there.
Where?
Wherever they put him.
There's nowhere to put him. You're literally out there. Us three walking.
Yeah, but remember, like,
time to a tree.
Your buddy could have been taken as a prisoner,
and you trade him back.
You need more. Yeah, you trade him back.
I'll give you the trade part
because now
plus there's the information.
If you don't have no rules in engagement, now they're going to be violating the same way you are violating. So you can't even ask for mercy. You're going to wish you gave some mercy when they caught you.
Nah, see, no, that's all true. Later on, you might be like, damn. But also later on, that guy who I got nowhere to put him right now. Hey, I'm out here. Remember, you're talking about a perfect situation. We're going to have, hey, come get these people. We're out there in the damn fields. Give you the better picture. We're out there in the fields. We capture somebody. What we're going to do? Handcuff him to a guy. Handcuff him to what? Handcuff him to this tree? Like he's going to be, we are in the middle of combat zone. It isn't like, hey, buddy, come with us. Kick it with us now. Like, no, you know, and then it's like, James said, another war crime is putting on another person's uniform. What are you talking about? I'm going to try to camouflage myself into anything. I don't care if I got to put on a lizard costume. As long as I'm camoed out there and doing my thing for my country, you got to figure it out. Like, we talk about it now because we're not sitting out there on enemy lines. But you get out there and you're going to be thinking a lot different, even though you got training. You're going to be thinking about a lot different when you get out there and bullets is flying.
It's depending on who you with. Like, if you're
true.
If you're with the U.S., they're not even going to let you even do that.
Yeah, but like, what if you killed one of the generals and then that guy was worth so much more alive than dead, and then you killed him? Like, what? I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
they wouldn't send me.
You have more to lose.
They would hear my interview.
Yeah.
They would hear my interview. Are you ready for combat? Say, yes, sir.
They will never send them.
Yes, sir. And here I go. Hey, what are you going to do?
Everything.
I'm going to do what I got to do to survive.
Whatever they say.
I'm not going to hurt my people.
Same way you
Hold
saying
on.
that. We
I'm not going
like that.
to. I'm not going to hurt my people. I'm not going to hurt my people. And I'm going to do what I got to do to survive. That's my answer. I'm going to war in Ukraine and Russia. I'm on the front lines. I'm out there. What are you going to do, Mr. Mason? Well, sir, I'm going to do what I got to do to survive and go back to my family. And I'm also going to represent my country in the best way possible. And I'm going to take out as many people as I can of that people because they're trying to hurt us.
You're going to get.
That's my answer.
You're going to do what they tell you to do. If they tell you engage when we say engage, you're going to engage when you say it. If you just go renegade and just start shooting everywhere,
he's going to be in charge of the Venezuelan operation.
They're going to put you in jail.
I'm going to do
Mason in charge of
No,
Venezuela.
they're not because I'm going to tell them before I even go what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing. And it's not because I'm being like, I'm not going to be a loyal person or not listen. It's because I know how I'm going to react in that position. And it's not going to be how when I was playing Call of Duty at my house, how I was just really good on the computer. It's going to be, I'm out there and I'm nervous and I'm scared at the same time. And my training might have been great and it prepared me so well, but my training did not prepare me for the fact that I'm really going to get shot right now. Like, you got prepared to hibernate, you know what I'm saying? And be hiding inside holes and doing whatever and going without food and being, you know, even in prison, they do all this kind of shit, whatever. I'm going to be out there doing natural instincts of a human being. Bond's like, well, I'm going to be asking people how they feeling and, you know, hey, are you good? Are you good? Are you good?
I'm going to do what I'm instructed to do. That's why I'm out there. Like, I ain't going to lie.
Yeah,
like,
Piccolino. You and Piccolino are going to be out there.
I know you're going to do what you're instructed to do too, because anybody can say this right now.
You got no choice.
You're going to tell them, you're going to do exactly what they tell you to do.
Yeah, they're sending my ass home, I'm not going to lie. I'm going back to my crib, doing my live stream in the morning.
No, you're going to jail.
Oh, yeah, true.
If you say, I'm not doing this, I'm going home, you're going AWOL, you're going to jail.
Yeah, and then you go to jail and you get
dishonorable discharge.
Yeah. Hate to say that, but hopefully that'll never come to that. Look, great conversation today. I'm not going to lie, it was a good one. It was a good show today. I love all the things to talk about today. Everybody's got good insight, good information. We appreciate people joining the show today, and I hope that everybody enjoyed it. And guess what? We'll be back every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. and 10 to 11. We'll be going 10 to 12. And at nighttime, we'll start having our setups at home so we can jump to the home studio and live for the games. Because I'll tell you what, we keep saying it. We got to get on the game.
He don't want to go on the game. I told him yesterday.
He did. I'll give you this. Hey, we did get on the game.
It was probably better that we didn't get on the game.
We played Madden.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you are terrible. Not gonna lie, you got to do something with your Madden skills. Your Madden skills are trash. He used to be good. We can play live on that. You know what it is? Yeah. You'll play really damn good when we do that. We'll go live on a game and let the world see, and then you'll play good. Beat you 9 times in a row.
Yeah, you did. But to my defense, you were just doing
my thing.
No, you was doing
I beat you. You had the Eagles, and who did I have?
The same Chargers.
Yo, Vaughn, were you too old, young to play when Michael Vick was on the cover of Madden, and that was the year option Vick was insane?
I remember that damn shit. Of course.
How old do you think I am?
Oh, wow.
But how old?
Like 14. Hey, Wait, were you alive when they had PlayStation and
Right?
Pick
What year was that when Vic was on the cover?
Pick either thinks that you're either 14 or he thinks he's 65. Right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pick a lead. You good, bro?
That was like a number with his O in front of it, right? That was like a 2000.
Yeah, it was probably like old. Nah, it was probably like 02 or 03
like,
or something.
early.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, but you were a little young.
But I still seen.
Vaughn was 3 years old. Vaughn was 3 years old. He was running in traffic.
An option to Vic.
Hey, real quick, before we go, V, tell him a story. You used to jump on your little. V used to live. There was a hill by his house, and he used to get on the little car thing and used to hit it.
Nah.
Across the main intersection. Didn't you?
Nah, that was my little brother.
Oh wow.
I thought it was you. So V was with his little brother. V was supposed to watch him, and
I wasn't watching him.
He was just by himself.
Nah, everybody was just at home, like
For themselves.
chilling. Yeah.
But
That
his
was his little pastime. That's what he liked to do.
His brother used to come down. He was like 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
And he would be in this little car thing, and he would come shooting
No,
down the hill.
It was a dump truck. One of them yellow dump trucks.
Yeah.
And he'll get in the back of it and just fly down the hill.
Yo, pick a little straight across middle intersection. Boom, sitting it. Yo, with his diaper on, right?
My brother rode a tricycle down the stairs when he was like 2, 3, and he had to go get stitches. His head hit the wall. Yeah, he went right down the stairs.
Hey, look, we appreciate these people. Get ready. We have a lot of entertainment. If you guys enjoyed the show today, let us know. Smack the like button, subscribe. When we sign off right now, remember, leave a message on the show. All this is important because all this is going to be uploading and changing the algorithm to get people back on our side for YouTube because we are vertical and horizontal. It's going to start changing. All the chat people start coming over there. So if you watch Live Building, we greatly appreciate it. We'll see all of you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And yes, Vaughn said it correctly. We are getting ready to get started in our NFL conversation, sports conversation, I should say, at nighttime jumping on. We got live playoff games coming up. We'll be live for some big time playoff games right here on the show. You don't got to watch playoff games by yourself. You can watch them with us. We'll start hanging out, having a good time. That'll be very, very interesting. And we'll have Vaughn and James join us on those and heading right in. After that, we'll head right into Christmas and basketball season for the playoff games, and it's going to get lit. And then obviously we'll have a lot of different combination things. We appreciate you guys. Vaughn, salute these people. We will see all you guys tomorrow morning. James, we'll see all you guys tomorrow morning live at 10 a.m. Remember, after you see the logo on the screen, all you got to do is refresh and remember to hit that damn like button and subscribe. You're going to see, by the way, as soon as we hang up here, did I even put a poll in the chat? Let me make sure I close the polls out because I want to see how you guys felt. A lot of people definitely sided with Ukraine. I see that. We appreciate people coming to the chat today. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see all of you beautiful people tomorrow morning live